Alright guys, we're going to show you a little bit of work today. Just going to concentrating on the shoulders and the upper back there. It's going to do some shrugs and some other side lifts that are going to work the shoulders. Now we'll have a Reflexbag video attached to the suggested videos that'll come up in the ribbon at the top of your screen and come up at the end screen with a Reflexbag video. It'll be a short video and you can go watch it in its correct form, or we're going to try to attach it to the end of this video or the beginning, one or the other. Now if you've already done, I'll say maybe around a couple of hundred body weight squats with calf lifts, using your body weight for the calves as well, a couple of hundred sit-ups, Russian side twist, and push-ups, regular and declined, and then you hop on this. It's going to work the crap out of you. And that would be a low-end work rate for us on top of everything else. So just letting you guys know we're working around here. Aspire to it. Be the best you can. Joe's 17 years old. And he's out working very many, and when I say many, I mean a lot of professional fighters that are in fight camp, that are in camp. And we're not joking around up in here. And we'll be back to the U.S. soon, and as soon as we can get the fights lined up, you're going to see a very plenteous of KOs, of Joe just knocking out everybody. And so we invite you along for the ride. If you ain't suffering, if you're not doing what you hate till you love it in boxing, you ain't gonna get nowhere. The things that you hate to do, you need to do them till you love them. A lot of people think that saying or that philosophy came about with Mike Tyson, but it didn't. This is what the guys in the earlier part of the 20th century were doing. You get out there in the field and you're working, you do it till you love it, and before you know it, you're doing it better than the next guy, and before you know it, it's not so much of a labor to you, it's more of a, hey, I'm going to outdo everybody, and that's what we do here. That's what we're doing. And up around here you may see a lot of different things. There's different philosophies. Don't hold to one philosophy in the fight game. You go up in the assembly line boxing gym and everybody's doing the same thing. You're going to get an assembly line boxer, but you're not going to get a fighter. You get people that are in a lot better physical condition than they would have been if they didn't go to a boxing gym. However, you're not going to get champions. There's a lot of different things. A lot of people respond better to different methods, different technical philosophies. But it seems like today, especially in the United States and in, well, I'll say in the Western Hemisphere, in North, Central, and South America, it's a lot of the same thing, and nobody's exploring. You're not seeing different styles like we had back in our day. And in fairness, in the 70s, a lot of folks got to fighting the same way towards the end of the decade and up to the middle of the 80s, and then Mike Tyson came along, completely different style than anyone else was doing. They thought that style had died in the somewhere in the 60s, and the style was still great. And you get the right guy to do the style, and you're going to produce a champion. But the thing is, you got to have the right guy for the style, and you got to have the right style for the guy. And that is so much being lost in this sport. You got folks coming by, they're saying hello to Rocky if you see him down there in the background at the door there, counting cars as they go by. They come by and say hello to Rocky all the time.
This is my third set. Can I switch this and work my forearms instead?
Yeah.
Maybe for 1 or 2 sets?
Yeah, that'll be a good switch up for you. We show a lot of strength work here, but and one reason I do that is that these boxers today, and I'm more so speaking in the Western Hemisphere, they get these chiseled bodies, but the strength is not with it. The endurance is not with it. You've just got a chiseled body using the same run-of-the-mill style, and we do, everything we do here, different things at different times, but a lot of the same methodology to it all that we show you guys here. And Joe burned a muscle group all to heck, and really all the strength work is to take a punch, be able to take a pounding, and be an iron wall to it as much as we can. And believe it or not, so much of this painstaking stuff is to be able to keep those hands up, which seems to be a total inability to do so in the Western Hemisphere. So much so that the only variation in style you'll see is somebody that not only is dropping the left, but is positioning their left if they are orthodox fighter. Of course, if they're southpaw, be positioning their right, but to be positioning that lead hand down to an extremely low level, and that's weirdo boxing. And we'll literally take your face off your head if you do that around us. It's beyond me how a man will get in a ring and have his well, it's not beyond me, but it's beyond us that a man get in a ring and have his left hanging down there near his waistline and apply to use that said left on us, because we crack people when they do that. And I mean, it is what it is. And not only do they drop their left to a very low level, they want to actually drop their rights too low. And I always tell Joe, what does a drop to left mean?
Cross right, forehand right.
Yeah, or right hook.
Right hook.
And what does a dropped right mean? There you go.
Left cross or a jab.
Yeah.
Something really hard jab.
Yeah.
Or a left hook.
So you drop the hand, we're going to respond to it. And we don't counter like everybody else as well. People have been conditioned to counter, and I'm going to stick a jab out to you. You not only move out of the way, but respond, strike for the strike when they do it. So, see what's going on? It's a rarity for Joe to sit and allow, because I've made him this way, for somebody to sit and actually strike a punch. If they're sitting rocking it right here, put your dukes up. If you see it coming here, you strike on out with a left, right, to the face. Right, look at this.
With the right.
With the right or the left, you know. I just go with your, whichever's more comfortable to you. See? So, when they start twitching it, anybody, you know, what happens when somebody's defeinting with you? You move and strike. So if they don't throw it, they're going to pay for it. And if they do throw it, they're going to pay for it.
Yep.
So I'm sitting here, so see what's going on? I'm sitting here. And that's what we attempt to do the whole thing. And there's other things that we attempt to do, and we've been totally successful in all of the things that I mentioned, is so much so we can't get people to spar with us. So much so that the boxing leagues down here in Colombia, South America, the amateur boxing leagues will not permit him because he's too vicious and violent. And we've been in 3 states, now 4 states down here that have said the same thing. He's too violent. And what a great thing, right? We used to get so upset. They're discriminating on us. They don't like us. I used to cry like a baby and play victim. I don't do that no more. I'm so happy about that I can't see straight. And it'll be the same shit in the U.S. They'll have to let us into the amateur ranks there. However, he ain't gonna get people ain't gonna want to spar with him. And I forget where I was gonna go from there, but we do a lot of things, and the things that I showed Joe are things that I learned over 40 years ago, 50 years ago. So you know, back when we had some great champions, and it was a different day when guys would stay in the ring and where everybody went out on their shield. And different day today. I remember what I was going to say. You go in and establish the strength with a jab or lead right, or both said things, or hooks or whatever. In other words, he just establishes the strength of his punches right from the get-go. And if you are not if you're a strong puncher, but if you have a heavy punch and you're gifted with that, you need to use that. And that's what we use. And these punches are very jarring, as people are, you know, everybody Joe's even sparred with has been, I ain't never had nobody hit me like this guy. Never, you know, including a couple of Venezuelan professionals that were no joke. And that's a good thing, so we try to use that. So we use a lot of the strength that Joe has is used in offensive ways to make a even better defense than that which we formulated here. And Joe's got an excellent defense. If you don't believe, go look at the video sparring at high altitude. First guy Joe gets in there with was complaining he had to get shoulder surgery and was getting a treatment in the damn gym before he got in there with Joe, and then tried to unload on Joe. But the thing is, Joe couldn't breathe at that altitude. And during, we sparred, I think it was 6 or 7 guys in total. We showed 4 or 5 of them, and we were going a minute on, a minute off, with a fresh guy coming in every time, and Joe just simply could not breathe. We were at an extreme high altitude that we were not used to. We were both suffering motion sickness from the mountain bus ride to get there, the 14-hour bus trip, almost 15-hour bus trip, and go right out and get in the gym. Every single one of these guys, unbeknownst to me, was a former or a sitting Colombian national champion in their weight class. And they're trying to take Joe's head off, and they can't do it. And so I told Joe, just work on defense, you know, just move. Don't worry about striking back, because we just literally couldn't breathe. Motion sickness, altitude sickness. I mean, we were both nauseated. It was awful. And of course, it wasn't so bad for me. I wasn't on the inside of the ring, but I told Joe, you know, we're going to have to do what we can under the circumstances, because we don't back up from nothing. And I haven't raised him this way. And he's the best 17-year-old in the world, and soon he's going to be the best 18-year-old in the world. And you're all going to see when we get back to the USA, because everybody's going to get knocked around quite frequently. But you need to be doing rope work, bag work, pad work, some type of strength work. You need to be doing a variety of calisthenics and rope work, footwork drills, running. And if you're not doing all these things and going to the extreme at them, we're just going to walk right through you. You know, you can think that's not going to happen, but it's not going to be the real reality. And I often tell people, you can say little Johnny's now little Juanita, and because he thinks that he is, but that's not reality. And people that nobody's going to be getting in the ring with Joe and taking him to school or cleaning him up from, I'll say 175 to 201, 210, 215, 220. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. I'm not just talking amateur ranks. No professional's going to do that. We're building something quite unique here, but used to be very common in boxing back in my day. What you got, you?
I'm not sure. I think I lost count somewhere, but I think I got 7 or 8 sets.
You gonna stop there? I think I don't know. I want to keep burning those shoulders up, so we can move on. You can do push-ups or something later if you want. So, folks, keep watching. Look at. I don't know if the short we'll put up before this video will come out right or not. It'll either be at the end or at the beginning of this video. And much love to you guys. And remember, Christ is King, Lord, and Savior up in here with us. We hope He is up in where you are. And if He's not, we hope He soon will be. And we'll see you soon with something else.